how do y'all feel about the concept of console exclusives?
I love it. Fucking divide and conquer. What's the word I'm looking for? Gatekeeping. Yes, I love
Uh,
gatekeeping. Keep doing it, please.
gatekeeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to have something that makes people want to go out specifically get your system. So I'm a fan of it, and then the way the games come out so crisp and good when it's developed in house. Like, look at Uncharted 4. Like, that game was perfection. Look at Halo, Infinite. Look at the past Halos. Look at all the other past exclusives. Like, they have all been franchise, like the face of it. So like I love it. I think they need to do it now. I think with the acquisition of like Xbox buying everybody up and PlayStation buying people up, I'm interested in seeing what comes out of them now that they have so much more at their disposal in house to the point to where I want to see what they're able to develop, but I don't want them just to go down the safe route. Make
So
something a little different, and see what you can do with it if you can make something work.
so since you mentioned the Xbox acquisition of pretty much Blizzard, Activision Blizzard, like
I just want it to
do
be
y'all
known for the
honestly
chat. This is why you can't have console exclusives, and I'm basically showing them a reskin mod on PC from the old Spider-Man game that was released, and it's the Kingpin mod, and so you're flying around and
Mhm.
swinging as Kingpin the whole game, which is why I don't think that there should ever be exclusives because you can't do that shit anywhere else.
Yeah,
I've seen
but
that. That one was fun.
What should separate what should separate is um is what goes into that console. Like it's what separates PC from consoles, from mobile gaming, from Switch, and all the other stuff. It's what you have inside of it. Like you can have a bitchin' PC that runs everything at 1080, 4K, max frames, anything you want, but you could go get a PS5 that can basically do the same thing, but not. And but you don't have to spend 3K on it. So I can see it, but I don't think that there should be exclusives. I think you should be able to get which one you want. Whoever wants to put what in. It was like when PS3 came out and they were like, we got a Blu-ray player, and the Xbox 360 was like, we have the better online play.
yeah, but honestly, don't PC kind of gets like the best of both worlds because most of the exclude. Well, now I don't know if y'all seen, but I think God of War has just recently came to PC, and I think Horizon
Spider-Man.
in the West has Spider Man. Yeah, Spider Man has just came to PC as well. So like, and then I know PC players they also get like Halo, Gears of War, and all that good stuff too
They've
on
always
PC.
gotten those
So
though,
they
huh?
get
I think they've always.
yeah, they have, but like PC players, they actually get the best of both worlds because they can play all the console exclusives depending on
At
how
the
Sony
highest
wants to go
quality.
about. Yeah, at the highest quality and whatnot. So I see the benefit of having a PC, but sometimes you got us broke people out here that just can't afford that shit.
Oh my
Had to
god.
save up for months.
Yeah, both consoles. What you talking about?
It's
Shut up,
it's
Jamie.
it's not saying that it's not saying that you should only play on PC. It's you should buy a console for its hardware and be able to play what you want. Like if you want like for what the PC or not PC, what the PS5 came out with is basically what a PC can do, but it doesn't
On a
cost the
lower
same as
scale.
it only does console games. You can't like do what we're doing. Well, I mean, if I wanted to, I could be playing Apex right now if I really wanted to. I can't stress that you can't do certain things, and that's what you get into with the hardware. That's why I'm like, if you want to play 2K, you should be able to play it on whatever you want. If you want to play Horizon, you should be able to play it on whatever you want. And it's it's up to whoever owns the money at that point. It's like Activision with when they had Destiny, it was a it was a PlayStation exclusive, and something happened, and then they're like, well, let's go everywhere now. And then we're like, oh, that's a great idea.
No, it was Xbox at first.
Was it only? No, it was PlayStation.
No,
Or no,
no,
it
I'm
was
tripping. I
both,
felt
and
like
we had all the cool shit. That's what it was. We had
yeah,
Hawk Moon and all
okay.
that other nonsense. But that's what you should want to go for. You should want to be able to go and like, if you like the Xbox controllers, you should be able to go play with an Xbox controller on Xbox, whatever game you want, and whatever hardware you have on it. And both consoles are basically on par with each other. It's not like a cell phone.
Yeah.
It's not like a cell phone where you're sitting here every year and you got the new fucking Snapdragon fucking processor in you know, an Android, and shitstorm Apple thinking they're innovative and it's 5 years old already.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
So
that's what a lot of
I
that's what a lot
get the
of like
appeal of it.
Apple. Yeah, like majority of the time, Android has had whatever iPhone got for like years prior to Apple putting it in their phones and shit. That's just how it goes. A lot of people don't know that.
Now,
Well, they don't do the research and they don't care to find out
yeah.
either. But that's normally how that shit goes.
Now, if you want to play crossplay, I don't think that should always be a thing. I wish it was a thing, but you know, obviously, it still doesn't work from time to time. Skill gaps because certain apparatuses work differently. You know, and that's what and that's what it is. And I mean, so everything's a give and take, but I wish you could just go in and get what you want for what you want, because some people love the PS5 controllers or the PlayStation controllers. You know, some people bought other controllers that worked with that system. Some people, I love the Xbox controller. I absolutely love the Xbox controller. I love the 360 controller. I have one for my PC. Can't remember the last time I used one, but that's what I have. And I love the feel of it. And Jimmy's like, the PlayStation 5 controller is the best thing that ever came out. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. So it's just but it's just like you should be able to play what you want on whatever you want, because they're so close now. It's so minuscule. The only thing that each console has is exclusives. That's the only way. And so you get people to go out and spend $500 to $1,200 on a console, and you get, PlayStation 5s are still out of stock, for the last 2 years. I mean,
mind you, PlayStation controllers don't need batteries, but continue.
You still gotta recharge them. I bet you when your controller's dead, I bet you I could throw in double A's a lot quicker than you can recharge your controller and sit there all corded.
That's cap, but testing is needed.
I
can't talk. If I have a controller, it's gonna be plugged in regardless. I don't give two fucks.
I keep my controller charged all the goddamn time.
So I don't want to drop my controller and spend time finding my batteries. I mean, you're not wrong. Don't drop your controller. I'm just saying, that's my take on it. I just wish that you could have the best of both worlds. I mean, because for God's sakes, I played the old Spider-Man game, so I don't need to fucking buy it. But holy fuck, it took 3 years or 2 years or whatever it was to get it over to PC. And I understand that's the fight you got to take, but I wish MLB The Show. I mean, I know they did. They finally went to everywhere.
Finally.
But they're still not on this. So I can't play that, and I would be more susceptible to playing that stuff if I could. You can't play it on PC. There's no PC. There's no PC. You'd have to get it on Switch.
Can you get it through Game Pass on Xbox?
I don't know. I haven't tried.
Yeah,
it's on
Game Pass. So you get Xbox Ultimate and they have it.
Now, mind you, like, just to touch on this for like a brief second, it's crazy that how MLB The Show is a PlayStation. It was a PlayStation exclusive game, and it goes to Xbox and it's free. Mind you, that the studio that makes MLB The Show is still owned by Sony.
Yep.
But that shit is free on Xbox. Sony, y'all need to do something about that.
Petty.
Like,
they petty. They did that on purpose. Hey, we're gonna get it to our Ultimate people. Y'all can have it. It's a PlayStation made game. Have fun.
Yeah.
That's probably how they did look at it. Like, oh, y'all give this to us? Okay, that's fine. We'll just give it to our players for free. Y'all can kiss our ass.
Well, remember, then
and then on top of that, so if you're an Ultimate member, they give you perks, which they give you like free packs for like EA Madden for Ultimate Team or whatever.
Yeah,
they give you like 20 free packs for for being an ultimate member for whatever like the little my team mode is for MLB.
Yeah, but that separates, that gives you other reason to go and buy that console. Maybe someone out, it's basically like a credit card. You don't go out there and just say, I'm just gonna go get, US Bank credit card. I'm gonna do some research, see what interest rates are or what perks I want, what suits me. That's what it's gonna be. You're gonna go out and look at stuff that way.
Yeah.
But
But
that but that's how it works. And I mean, like, PlayStation and Xbox both have their own, like, PSN Plus, Xbox Ultimate. Each one could send a game out. Like, I remember, and god damn, this was a long time ago, but I remember when Rocket League came out on PlayStation Plus for the first time as a free game. It was like July of fucking
2018?
no, it's like,
2016, was it?
yeah, it's like 16, 15, something like that.
mhm.
And it was
I just got
free,
yelled at a lot.
and that game has just absolutely soared. And I remember having it, and I
Yeah,
mean,
it
they
did.
I think, I can't remember if they port shit over either, but that's what it should be. I'm fine with each one offering that stuff, but each one and having their own perks. But because they're so close, there should be no exclusives. I don't care if they're exclusive between PC or console. That one I don't care. That one, they're two different mediums. It's just like, we're not gonna see Pokemon games on Xbox or vice versa.
Nah, you'll never see that.
Yeah. So I mean, you can have title exclusives, or not title exclusives, but it's like company exclusives for
Yeah,
whoever
like
wants to work with them.
you'll never see like Mario or something
No.
like on PlayStation,
Nope.
Xbox, PC. None of that shit.
Nope.
Like, that is
And
Nintendo's own.
that's fine. And I'm okay with that, because that was separated a long time ago.
Yeah.
We knew that Nintendo was different than Microsoft and Sony. They were different.
Nintendo said they're built different. Like, they shit
Literally.
is in house, like literally built different. Like, even though like